All right, welcome back. Said I was gonna do a setup video, so we're gonna do a setup video. Excuse me. Normally when I do a setup video, it's like an old school setup. I don't do a lot of like traditional popsicle. Is this thing on? It is on. All right, back to what I was saying. Normally when I do a setup video, it's an old school setup, something weird. I like to do old school setups. I don't know. Here's a G&S FibreFlex I fixed with this old Gullwing truck. That was cool. But today we're going to be a little more traditional in the sense of being more updated and not doing it old school. All right, here's the deal. This was my first flight deck. It's an 825 flight deck. I skated the crap out of it when I started skating, and then I skated it again a couple years later after it sat in my garage for 3 years, and like it held up. It didn't warp. It kept its pop. I'll link the video to it, to both those videos, the first one and this one. It was awesome, and I loved it. It's an 825, shape 243. Super hyped on it. Currently, I'm riding an 8.5. This is my first 8.5 flight deck. I like it. Like lots of room to land, comfortable, but still having a little trouble flipping it consistently. 8.5 might be a little big for me. Who knows? And on that, I've got some Ace 55 trucks, some Bones X99 54 millimeter wheels, and Bronson G3 bearings, and some pepper grip. And I really like this setup. Not going to take this apart, but we're going to try something a little bit different than this, but not too far different from this. And it's going to be rad. So I'm not going to try and belabor this at all. Like, we're going to try and get through this best we can, all right? So we got some X Formula 53 millimeter X99 53 millimeter wheels. So those are pretty close to what we're using, just a tiny bit smaller. We'll start getting those unpackaged. Sticker, bam. All right, there's our wheels. Then we got everything else should be in this box from I forget the name of the site, but it's Ace's site. I like Ace. So we got some Ace. All right. We got a big Ace sticker. Maybe that's why I like Ace. Oh man. Loose truck saves lives. Loose truck saves lives. And another Ace. That's dope. We got our pepper grip that is completely rolled, so that's going to be fun. It's sparkly. It's called Galaxy. See if I can unroll that real quick. If you notice, the office, this used to be pink. Do a little renovation. Trying to get this thing up and running as like a proper office. So there's nothing on the walls right now. We'll fix that. We'll get some board racks up there and everything else we need. But right now you just got boxes of skateboards in here and the desk. Trying to figure out the lighting, the sound, and everything, because I like to have a proper place to work. All right, so that's unwound enough, but that's what we're working with. It's called it said Galaxy pepper, right? We got some Ace hardware. It's hollow. I don't think I need hollow hardware. I don't think I'm that in tune with my board, but that's what they had at the moment, and I didn't want to go out and get additional hardware somewhere else. So Ace hardware it is, with a mini Ace sticker. We'll just slap that for there. That is Allen key. I've got an Allen key here ready to go, and I'm out of Bronsons, so I got some Ace bearings. Like, I don't know an ace bearing is going to be worth anything at all. They're kind of heavy. I already feel that. Oh, we got a clear ace sticker. We got a lot of ace. So there they are. Ooh, I don't know if you can see that. Looks like a plastic shield. No shield on the back. Similar to maybe a Reds. Maybe similar to a Red. So we will see how these hold up until I get some more Bronsons. This is surely out of laziness. I don't have a problem getting the Bronsons. I was trying to get everything in one spot, and this is the best way to do it. So we'll give the ace bearings a go. All right. All right, and then we got our trucks. Bam. All right. We got some ace 44s. So those are made for an 825 to just under an 85. And these are some limited ones. I don't know. These are sick though. There is literally a lion, a tiger in a spider web. Lion in a spider web. And these are the Ace 44 hollows, Ace AF1 hollows. So we'll see how that goes. They got the de-threader on them. All the Ace come with the de-threader. We'll just throw that in our little cup so we don't lose it. Pop that back on there. And make sure we're good. So Ace, they give you the 44 there, but if you look on the actual axle here, it says 825 on it. So I think that's pretty swell of them. All right, so there's one truck. And of course, if you have one truck, you got to have two trucks. Of course, it's the same truck because that's really the only proper way to do business. They put a lot of spacers on these. There is 4 spacers. Hold on, let me show you. Take this off. Pop this here for now. They put three. They put three washers, 3 spacers on each one of these. So maybe we'll get jiggy with it. Not. All right. Trash. We're just putting our trash there. We got our hardware, bearings, wheels, tools, trucks, Galaxy grip from Pepper. Ooh. Like the Pepper grip. You guys have tried it. Let me know what you think. And then we got, Pop should give it away if you've ever looked at a flight deck. We got another flight deck. This thing's sick, but it's an 838. 838. So right between the 825 that I really like, and right below the 85 that I'm questioning my flip tricks on it. My flip trick. I got one. My flip trick on it, but I'd like to get more, and maybe this is the answer. I have skated one 838 before. It was Mowgli's board. I'll link to that video. It was a long time ago. So Mowgli's a homie, so we support him. Let's get the plastic off this so we can look at the board without the glare. Oh. So we got this desk here that I'm working on from my daughter. It's her old drafting table from college. I think it's gonna be good because I've got it, raised up right now. And I think that's good for setting up boards, which is always kind of the hardest. I do a lot of those videos, but kind of the hardest to do because I don't like to sit down and set up a board. But then I can crank it down and sit in the chair when I want to do my normal style videos. All right, so there's the top. Hopefully there's not too much glare. There's that beautiful red and black on the 838 flight deck. Oh man, flight deck construction. That's all it says. That thing's sick. That thing's sick. That's beautiful. These are gonna be sick. And then I don't know how these are gonna measure up. I don't mind. I'll show you real quick. I don't mind if they tuck in a little bit because I do a lot of slappy nose slides and I don't want to hit if they're out too far, I'll hit my wheel before I can make that turn. So I don't mind if they're in a little bit, but that doesn't look like it's going to be bad at all. That looks like it's going to be a little bit in. The wheels are going to be a little bit in, but it looks like we're still going to be even with the board, just slightly tucked in. I think that's going to be a nice fit. We will see. All right, so we gotta get to work here now, because we gotta go skate, right? We gotta go skate. So first time setting up on this table, and there's a microphone in the way. I'm gonna move that right there. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the sound too much. I'm unorganized because I don't know what I'm doing, because we're learning as we go. We're a learning organization. See if we can peel this. Nice and clean off the back. No residual. Happy about that. 838 means I don't need to line it up super good because it's just going to work. We're not going to be off, and it's all black, so there's nothing to line up. And I believe it's perforated. Make sure that's on there good. I actually have a roller somewhere. I have a grip roller. Like I said, we're reorganizing this right now, so everything's kind of everywhere. Let's see if we can find our tools. I was looking for my grip roller, which now I realize is probably in the other room, so I'm not going to use it. But I found some Bronsons. So I think we're just going to go with the Bronsons and save the ace. Save the ace for later. Because, yeah, I like Bronsons. I'm not going to get the grip roller, so I got to make sure this is on here good. See, the problem is, like, when you try and go faster, you're actually slower. Because you're trying to, you're not all in. So, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I know that. This is perforated, so it should be good. Let's scrape it up real quick. Is this blocking your view? Sorry about that. Let's give it a quick scrape. I'll mute this. Most satisfying part of building a skateboard is oddly doing that to me. I don't know why. And we'll make sure we're not pushed down too much. Give it a couple cuts in the corners. I used to cut it all at like all the way around, you know, one solid piece, but with the shape decks, that doesn't always buff out. So I just started making sure that I leave a little bit of room. Oh, I got too high up there. Let that stick to the board. Again, rushing through it, no good. A little overhang here, I gotta pop it off. Alright, there we go. It's like the only thing in life like you like cut towards you. I might have changed the blade out, yo. I am not doing a good job with this. Sand. For the record, that was way too hard to cut. I probably edited some of that out, but like I did not I need a new blade. That's got to be what it is. All right. So we got our Galaxy pepper grip on. Flight deck. This is textured. I don't know if I said that. It feels really cool. All right. Let's pop our holes for our wheels and our trucks. I'm just using the Allen wrench. Popping it through. Everyone's got their own method. Probably a screw would, a nail would be sharper, but this works for me. Boom, boom, boom. I got that. Just gonna make sure it's pop down good. I don't go out of the trouble to cut away the grip tape extra. I just make sure it's nice in there. It's never affected me in any way or how the hardware goes in. All right, hardware, our hollow hardware. Ace hollow hardware. It is Allen key. I don't know why it's hollow. Like, can it really make that big of a difference? Probably not. Kind of like that they connected everything in there, even though it's got this extra step of unscrewing the nut. It's nice to know that they're all in there because they come set up. We'll put the front and the back in. you guys have any comments on how you set up boards, let me know. I can't say that I do it the same every time by any means. I think I just kind of, I mean, you've seen the videos, they're all a little different, as they should be. As they should be. Okay, I don't think we need our razor blade anymore. We don't need our screwdriver anymore. This came with its own Allen key, so I can put mine over here. Doesn't matter which one's the front and which one's the back right now because they are brand spanking new. We will pull these stickers off though. Bam. Good little start right there. Using 7/8, nice snug fit. That's all you need. And you're not running any riser. Running a 53 millimeter wheel on a standard height truck. When I say standard height, obviously all trucks are different heights, but purposely not buying the low version of that truck. There's the back. Oh, take that sticker off. Hollow 44s. That's what we're talking about. Boom, boom, boom. This thing's gonna be sick. I set up some pretty rad boards. It doesn't really make my skating any radder, but it makes me think about skating differently. Every board brings something to the table. You know, you just gotta go skate it, find it. So it's endless possibilities every time you step on the board. And I'm blessed. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't take for granted that I can go set up a new board. Now, I don't have any other hobbies, so like I'm not wasting money other places. But I'll do it this way so you guys can watch. But yeah, I don't take it for granted. This is where I want to spend my resources. You know, priorities equal resources, and this is a priority to me, so it gets a good allocation of resources. I am just giving a nice little snug right now on all four, and then I'll go back and tighten them the rest of the way. This will be the first one, goes all the way down. One. Two. Three. Man, a little more snug. Three. So I'm doing watching the top of the screw just to make sure I don't go like into the board too much. Really, it's sitting on top. Then I'll just check the bottom. Make sure these are somewhat even and flush. That side looks pretty good. Come over to this side. I'm gonna have to flip around because I can't really tighten my left wrist. Left wrist doesn't work, or left shoulder doesn't work. Back doesn't work. Actually, neither one of my shoulders work, but this one's right's definitely more capable. star pattern. Let me come back to that one. It's really loud, huh? I don't know. The desk is pretty sturdy, but I'm putting a lot of pressure on it. Let's give them all one last snug. See where we're at. That's good. That's good. I can go a little bit more on these. Ooh. I think we can screw that one a little more. There it goes. Let's give these one last tug. Tug? Let's make it snug. I'm not gonna give it a tug. Again, like, rushing doesn't help. Kind of disappointed in myself, but just trying to want to go skate it. All right, here we go. Boom, lion, spider web, black on black. Looks pretty sick. That was the tail. That's the nose. Bam, bam, bam. That's pretty sick. Now we're about to make quick work of the bearings and wheels. Man, if you don't own one of these, Christmas is coming, and I highly recommend one. I asked my wife for this last year, my wife and kids last year for Christmas, and they came through. I want to go words out or line out. Let's go with the line out. So they got like just a gray ring around, or they've got the Bronson G3. I'm just going to go with the ring. These wheels do not match these bearings. Look at that. That's it. That's it. You're so, man, all the fighting with bearings all over the years. You drop a bearing, drop a wheel, drop a bearing, drop it down, boom. Like if you don't own one of these, dude, get one of these. Might be one of my favorite things. Just takes so much hassle out of things. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. That's all you got to do. And then you're ready to go. All right, they gave me three spacers each, so let's do some eye shod business. We'll go 2 to the inside and 1 to that. We'll give that a go. And because it's an 838 instead of a 825, like technically that would push the wheels out towards the end of the board a little more. And the trucks were made for 825, giving a little more space from the hanger down the axle should push the wheels out a little bit. These wheels are way too happy for this dark board. Should I go I've never done this. I always go graphic out. I'm gonna switch these up. I'm going graphic in. I've never done graphic in. I know that everyone else does, but I'm an 80s kid and graphics are cool, and I've always gone graphic out. Not this time. We're going graphic in. We're out of control here. And really, the only reason we're even doing it is because these are some pink happy wheels on a dark black and red board. And so we'll just go all white. What do you think? You guys graphics in graphics out? I guess that's... Oh, I dropped one. That's the question of the day. And I went around and picked up the one I dropped. Boom. All right. Oop. So I'm pretty cautious when I do my wheels and bearings. I don't like to push the tool down into the bearing. I see some people do that. That always makes me nervous, like I'm gonna bend the bearing shield and mess up the bearing. And I like not a wiggle, but enough where I think it's gonna wiggle. So I just kind of get the top of it, not putting any pressure down on it. Give it a tight until it's just a little bit over snug, just a tiny bit, still spinnable. And then I back it up until I think there's possibility of a wiggle. Not a real, not a up and down, but a little bit of ooh, ooh, ooh. You gotta put different spacers in the between the truck and the wheel, or no, or if so, how? And you like to tighten your stuff down. And these will need some adjustment after the first ride as everything wears in, breaks in. Boom. That's it. That's how it's going to sit. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Burr, burr, burr. Let's move some of this so you can see. All right. That's the nose. That's the tail. That's the bottom. That's sick. We went graphics inside for the first time in my life. Truck wheel combo, Ace, AF1 hollow 44s with 53 millimeter X99 bones wheels, Bronson G3 bearings, Ace hollow hardware. I'm not sure that's going to make a difference. The only thing I need to do, because all my hardware is black, the grip tape is black, I definitely need to mark the nose. I need to mark the nose, or I'm gonna be in trouble. I just put a little scrape right there in the pocket on what would be my front side heel. All right, that's it. We did it. 838 on the flight deck. Again, I've done the 825, love it. Done the 85, liked it. Let's see where the 838 fits. All right, I tried to go fast, and I think it was a total failure. Don't go fast after your board. The grip could have been better if I would have just taken time to go get a better blade. I've got a grip roller, which I could have had available. I could have had my bearing press out here already. And I think if I cared about the graphic while I was setting the board, I'd probably put a towel on this table. Because after I did the grip tape, it left that all over the table. So then the rest of the time the board's on the table was kind of pushing against that. But We got stickers, we got a board. Now it's time to go skate. And down the road, there'll be a video on this board. And if there's not a video on this board, that means it went terribly. Like, this time I promised, I will come back and tell you about this board regardless of how it goes, which I don't always do. When things go bad, sometimes I just call it a loss and move on to the next thing. I will come back and let you know where I'm at on the 838 flight deck. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell the difference, but what I'll do before we go, eight five with ace 55s next to the 838 with the ace 44s next to the 825. So can I hold these up together? That's the difference. Is that my thumbnail? Bam. Who knows? But yeah, I can definitely see a difference between these two. These two, not so much. We'll see how it goes. All right, go do something rad. Stay rad. I'm out.